Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. Scandalous. That is right, my friends. Once again, I have returned to you this time with another motherfucking live stream. How are we? It is nice to be back. It's been a while since I streamed. Been a busy old week, I can tell you. My friends, it's been a busy old week. I have been out missioning with people. I had Jura Rose around. And then I had a couple of days off. And then yesterday I had Alan Hansen. Alan Hansen came to visit me with Wes. And that was nice. We had a lovely day. And now I am absolutely wrecked. My back, my legs, my feet. My feet hurt. Everything hurts everywhere all at once. Okay, let's have a look. Welcome Noah, welcome Mitra, welcome Germs, welcome Peter, welcome Dropout, Dev, Paroli, Dulux Lex, Sandra B. Oh, is Eugene still streaming? Shit. Ketos is a banger. Dev has popped in, now we will pop out. Dick Curry. Like the stream, says Mitra K. Yes, if you would like to like the stream, that is fine by me, friends. That is fine by me. Don't let me stop you. You know? This lighting is, as usual, shite. I am nothing if not consistent. How's that? Is that lighting any better? Is that lighting any better? It is popping here, says Mitra. What are we popping? Mike V, how you doing? Wearing Cheruti 1881, a classic. Fantastic scent, that. You can't hate. Scent of the morning was Lalabo Mustachine. Not good. Tell you what, right? I smelled their eucalyptus and it's not bad. I do not hate their eucalyptus. So it doesn't have much eucalyptus in it. It's more of an incense perfume, but it's not bad. I don't hate that shit. I like the lavender one as well. The lavender one's all right, but it's very basic for the money. Fuck, it's basic for the money. Sorry, is my microphone behaving like a shit? There it is. Don't make me rage quit the stream, friends. Oh, I am. Oh. I am. Okay, welcome, Karen. Is this a mod-only stream? Yes, the mods are vocal. Oh. The mods are vocal. Mitra, Germs, and Paroli. All far too sane for me. Sense for thought, how are you? Wearing lidge, you can't go wrong. Good evening, everyone. Hello, Alicia, how are you? Duck liking not one, but two, Lalabo. Dun, dun, dun. Scary. Scary times, friends. It's the end of days. Got the last Lavando de Cologne from L'Occitane last week. My bald head can only thank you. Boo! My bald head is jealous. It's fantastic stuff, to be fair. I love it. It's fucking great. You can spray it on your head as well if you want. It's fucking glorious, like. It really is very, very nice. The woman in the shop was like, oh, it's because the lavender harvest has been shit. The lavender harvest has been shit in L'Occitane. In Occitane, sorry. It's like they're just having loads of problems with climate change and fucking crops and all that sort of fucking fajazzle. I agree. I love Eucalyptus 20. Lavender was kind of meh. It is meh. It's very bland. It's very kind of like, smells like lavender. Kind of smells like L'Occitane eau de cologne, lavande eau de cologne, but it's like, that's 60 quid for 300 mil, and the Lalabo's 230 quid for fucking 100. Fuck off. What if I tell you old ladies love Lalabo, says Mr. K. Not sure about that. There are some LV I genuinely like, says Peter. Paroli says, did you forget the LV samples again? Paroli says, oh, pardon me. How old, says Dropout. Richer than I stand corrected. Welcome, Christina. Sense for Thoughts is, I absolutely bathed my head with that shit and it was stunning. Yes, it's fantastic. Hello, Rich. Scent of the day is Dorian's Fougere. Honestly, my fave from my collection. I just reach for it all the time. The only one I didn't get, I got loads of samples from Michael Harness, bless him, and that was the only one I didn't get. Senor Dropout and Senorita Christina, says Germs. Welcome, Bidith. Hey, Rich. As we get older, I sure understand your aches and pains. Whoosh. I am aching and paining. Good grief. The family's all here. Bidith says, have you ever done a full Russian Adam review? I don't have any bottles, so no. I have done some sample set stuff. I wasn't a fan. It's not my style of perfume, like, you know. It's not my style of perfume. I did pick something up this week. Got a bottle of Eau de Gentian Blanche. Very lovely. Bought it off a very nice lady who works at Hermes. So her and I are friends now. And I gave her a decant of Paddock, which she hadn't smelled before, which I thought was a bit harsh of Hermes, not letting the staff smell that perfume. So I gave her some of mine. She was very pleased. Is that your scent of the day, Rich? Yes, Iquitos is my scent of the day. Sorry, I asked everybody else to tell us their scent of the day. And and I forgot to tell you mine. Sorry. There's one person missing. It's Lily. Té Matcha and Té Noir are nice, says Germs. I like the Té Noir, but it smells like Gucci Pour Homme 2. It's that same big black tea thing, you know. Family, that's an accountant's nightmare, says Christina. I think the main line from the Lob is much better than the City exclusive, says Paroli. RN is missing. Waffle. So I like playing with ducks. I got one of the sketchy Lidge bottles. I sent you the link to eBay. Ended up being legit. Oh, happy days. There's nothing better. Love Iquitos, says Paroli. Yes, 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 it's fantastic. Iquitos is sensational. It's a great, great perfume. One of the very best. Oh. Terre de Hermes for Vauxhall Gym. Very good. Ooh. Dick Curry says, Scent of the Day Vetiver Spice by Bella Bellissima. I've tried some of those and I didn't hate them. There was one of them that was white. Was it white suede or something like that? White patchouli? No, I think they're both Tom Fords, aren't they? It was something that was in a white bottle. I thought it was very creamy and nice. Pradeep is missing. Pradeep is also missing. Texted Pradeep today. Still with us. Oh, I don't know what he's up to, but he's still there. Scent of the Day, one of the Spartanos. Can't remember the name. That is not exactly a ringing endorsement. Oh, is there going to be a birthday bash for Lilith? Well, every day is Lily's birthday. You know? Oh no, Lilith cannot be banned. Lily's not banned. Pradeep's not banned. Pradeep's a mod. Pradeep is busy not liking something, says Mitrika. Yes, he is out there. Chief hater. Basura Bro says, how's Fat Electrician? Tremendous. Fat Electrician is tremendous. Like a vetiver with like a creamy hazelnut, with like a creamy hazelnut kind of, do you know glazed, you know, like the glazing that they put on, do you know the glazing that they put on Krispy Kreme, the Krispy Kreme original glazed? So imagine the glazing that's on one of them, on a chestnut, creamy, with some vetiver. It's very nice. It is very nice. If you like vetiver, if you like hazelnut, if you like the sound of that, that's kind of what it smells like. Sample first, for God's sake. Yes, I know. I'm going to Mitra says, I'm going to interview Puzzle Parfum tomorrow. You want to tell that fucking guy from Puente to sort his fucking life out. He owes a lot of people money, like. Sorry, I don't know why I said that to you. I just remember you were going to interview him. The guy from Puente is he's taking people's money and not sending them the shit that he owes them, like. Pradeep sniffing. Pradeep is the homie. Easter egg hunting on Sunday, says Mitra. Babooey World. Quack. How you doing? How do we, Babooey? Where is Booby Dior, says Mitra. I don't like eggs, but yes, creamy glazed nuts, says Germs. Cadbury mini eggs. I ate loads of them like last month, and now I've just gone totally off them. Like, is it more cold weather? Well, it's been raining here today, off and on. Bobby Dior is somewhere cutting up in a fragrance shop, sizzle this year. Probably at Costco, says Paroli. But Bowie says, the rabbits don't lay eggs? What the fuck? Mental in it. Farty Lang in the chat. Whoop. Farty Lang? Bob was following the mailman. As a chubby electrician, I take offense to that fragrance. Don't. It's fabulous. It's a lovely fragrance. It's absolutely fantastic. I would be proud. If I was a portly electrician, I'd be all over this shit. What's that smell? Fat Electrician. Yes, it is actually very nice. That I don't wear enough of that. I don't wear enough of that at all. It's scandalous, really. It's a fabulous perfume. It does literally have that creamy, because vetiver can be a little bit creamy, you know. Vetiver can be a little bit creamy. The portly tradesman. Has he changed orientation? Best from the house, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm pretty much. If you're talking about Fat Electrician, I pretty much agree with you. Like, I think it's the best from the house as well. Hello, Dushan, and happy birthday! It's Dushan's birthday, everyone. I won't sing. We'll spare Dushan that. You know, he doesn't have to listen to us sing. Buenas cumpleaños. Like original Santal, but different style. That's infinitely better than original Santal. That's an awful perfume. With big melons, says Misha. Can we sing to him? We cannot. Leave him alone. He doesn't need to hear our terrible singing. I mean, if you want to sing in the chat, sing in the chat. I think I'm getting 120 ml of royal water. Good grief. James, I instinctively know she has no butt, says Karen. I keep trying to tell people that. Mitra, big arse, better than big melons. Drop out. Happy birthday, Dushan, says Babooey. On our table here, Vintage Koros, Iquitos, and Sagamore by Lancome. Sagamore, there was a perfume, Cool Water. Apparently, Lancome turned down Cool Water by Pierre Bourdon submitted Cool Water and Lancome. No, Pierre Bourdon submitted Cool Water as a perfume to Lancome, but they turned it down and went with Sagamore instead. Has to go down as one of the great blunders of perfume, that. Loads of people apparently turned it down. I love original Santal here, but I'm going to look into it. I'm not a big fan of original Santal. It smells like Yope. Oh God, I think I'm going to have an ass reduction surgery because of you, says Mitra. I'll send a photo in the Discord, says Dushan. Yeah, I like original Santal sometimes, says Babooey. Sold mine, wasn't a fan. Mitra's going to set up a GoFundMe for ass reduction surgery. Ah, germs! Mitra, send me what they take out. That's outrageous. Jesus Christ. Oh, I just spilled water on myself because I need a bib. James, that's madness. What are you going to do with dead arse, says Mitra. Going to check my P.O. box this afternoon, says Karen. Karen has a P.O. box. How posh. But Bowie says dupe is the same perfumer as original Santal, just like Green Irish Tweed and Cool Water. Allegedly, it's all Pierre Bourdon. Here comes the deranged quality of the chat, says Mitra. It's kind of strange every once in a while, you know. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. I remember your names, don't worry. There was a guy here in the US who lost a leg to a motorcycle accident. He and his friends made fajitas from it. That is fucking warped. That is too far. Too much, too far. That's what happens when there hasn't been a stream for a while, says Paroli. I've been tired. I've been busy. I've been doing things, friends. I've been doing things. Exhaustion has taken hold. So Jura rose for 12 hours, 13 hours on Sojura rose for 13 hours, and the only way I could do that was because of prednisolone, which is a steroid, which I have a little sneaky stash of for emergencies. And then I had 2 days rest, and then yesterday Alan Hansen and Wes came, and I saw him. And I've got a funny story about that, actually. which people in the Discord know about, but not people here, so I will tell it. Since Alan and Wes had never been to the northeast of England before, I thought I'll take them on a journey to see some cultural stuff. So I decided to take them to Durham Cathedral. All right. And Durham Cathedral's over 1,000 years old and is one of the most important sites in British Christendom. The Synod of Whitby was held nearby, and St Cuthbert's remains are buried there. And it's one of the great cathedrals in the land. Anyway, I took them there, and the place was completely cordoned off. Couldn't go in. And there was people around, and I went up and I was like, what's going on? Why can't I come in? They were like, oh, you can't come in. It's closed. I was like, why is it closed? And they were like, well, the King of England's in there. I was like, you fucking what? They were like, the king of the fucking English ruined my day. Almost. They were like, yeah, if you come back in 10 minutes, everything will be open back up again because he's away. And I was like, what the fuck? So had to circle Durham once and then go back up, and we were finally allowed in. You know what I mean? It was heaving with police officers. I had no idea, but yes, the King of England was there, stopping me from taking my friends to the church. The funny thing is, when James says it, it's not creepy. Welcome, Dwayne. Taquitos. How did taco today? Bourdon is pretty good either way, huh? Yeah, but Bourdon, it's almost... You're going to get a good perfume if it's made by Pierre Bourdon. Interesting at least, even if you don't like it. He made Koros. He made Cool Water. He made Yop Hom. You know what I mean? He made all the creeds until like the early 2000s. He made like Jazz by YSL. He made a lot of things. He's changed the game multiple times. The man's a fucking genius. I can attest to dropouts. Excitement for the package, says Christina. Bozok says, have you smelled any Hiram Green stuff? I have. I've smelled Hyde and stuff like that. Not a fan, mate. Not a fan. Sorry if you like them. It's not great. Jared Wilson, how you doing? Vetiver Tonka, a fat electrician. Vetiver Tonka, simply because it's one of my favourite fragrances. It's a fucking brilliant perfume. And I'll tell you what, the woman at Hermes the other day told me, she said, Vetiver Tonka doesn't sell. And I was like, what? I was like, it's the best one. She was like, it just doesn't sell. Nobody buys it. I was like, no fucker buys Vetiver Tonka. It's the best fucking one. It's just like, people buy other stuff. I was like, oh. I was like, oh. Take me now, Lord. Take me now. You know? I came over all a quiver. I know, Dropout, I've been excited since yesterday. Girl on Vetiver, scent of the day. You can't go wrong. It's a fabulous perfume. Dahlia Fragcom can't take another Mitra, says James. Herb 13 hours Mitra Jejura Sesh. Yes, that's right. Dwayne. Sagamore, yes, says Alicia. Streaming at the same time as Eugene. Trouble in Paradise. You two not talking again. Shut up. Yes, that's right. It's over. It's all over. It's all over, friends. It's all over. I have ordered Iris Medicis from Nikolai, says Mitra. Eugene was hogging the whole day, says Karen. Ha 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 ha, says Dropout. It's a good one, Mitra, but not especially challenging. No, Rich fell asleep and thought the other one was over, says Mitra. Rich has been wishing to fall asleep today. It's the steroids I was taking yesterday. You know? Mitra says, how could the king do that to you? Yeah, clearly he planned it in advance. You know what I mean? Clearly it was planned in advance. Thought Rich is going to bring these fucking Americans across. How can we fucking spoil it? Fetch the king. Honestly, Herb, the world is challenging these days, says Mitra. Let me have comfort in Iris. The fuck, you king? Did you kick the king out saying Lord Mallard is here? No, I'm not sure that's allowed. you know. Good day, Jonathan. Jonathan, how is Red Dead? How's it going? Paroli James, Dushan, everyone, hello. I'm car sick. Dura Rose got car sick on Monday. Threw up. Bless him. Who said that? Vetiver is great, says Mitra. Can't remember the last time I pulled for a Ketos. Maybe I'll give it a go. Oh, yeah. Do you know what it is? I'll spend time without wearing it, right? Thinking, it's a Ketos, and you know, I've worn it, I know I've got it, and all that sort of thing. And I put it on again. I just thought, bollocks, I'm putting it on. What a fucking perfume that is. It's unbelievable to me that ever got knocked back for anything. Like, seriously fucking good stuff. It's seriously top perfume, like. I'm only showing this one here because this is the one that I use, because it's in me bottle, you know. And it's got a fabulous sprayer on. James, get ready with that buff, but lots of the best frags don't sell. Chanel 19 and Cristal don't sell, for example. That's chronic. I tried number 18 yesterday, sprayed it on my skin and everything. Turns to fucking sweat on me. Big cumin skank thing. Ugh. Wasn't great, I'm not going to lie to you. Paroli says, never tried Vetiver Tonka. Every time I tried to get it, it was sold out. It's fabulous. I sell decants of it, says Mitra. Oh no, Paroli. Mitra, I'm the bucket. Oh, good grief. Don't listen to James Paroli. Vetiver Tonka is great. It's fabulous. Thoughts on the Creed Vetiver? Love it for summer. It's really good. It's got that grassy kind of thing, but I find it very difficult to wear any other season because it doesn't have a lot underneath. You know, it's fantastic for summer, but not a lot else. You know, you need it for the heat. Probably I'm not the biggest Vetiver fan, so I'm probably wrong, says James. Vetiver Tonka is really something. One of these days I'll need to add it. It really is a brilliant perfume. Johnny Blaze says, just came from Eugene's. He said you talked to him today and you mentioned some perfume. I forget which one. His battery died and he went out. Oh, no. Yes, I will. They almost certainly will have talked about perfume to Eugene today. That's what we do every time we speak. We talk about perfume and life. Dahlia, horrible advice. I get car sick all the time. Oh, no. He wants the dead ass, Paroli changing opinions that quick. I don't even have to be in the car, says Lily. Lily's walking down the street, heaving away, you know. Lily turns over in bed. She's like, whoa, no, too much. Jim's trying to get people off Vetiver Tonka so he can buy it all. An evil plan. Yes, Akitos is brilliant and technically a celebrity fragrance. Yes. It's true. It's technically a celebrity fragrance. This is how far we've fallen. Celebrity fragrances these days are the drizzling shits. This is one of the finest. One of the finest. But then I can't see you guys, Karen, says Lily. Can't read or look at my phone in a car. I get terribly sick, says Paroli. Tell us about number 18. Ugh. Cumin, sweat, caraway, skank. And then like some soft flush iris against my skin and some ambrette seed. It was horrible. Wasn't great at all. Everyone streams during the day when I can't tune in and then I can't, they abandon me, says Lily. Not me. Doug put on 1957 in the heat. Maybe. I need to try 18. Speaking of Vetiver, thoughts on Hiram Green Vetiver? No thoughts on Hiram Green Vetiver. Sorry. I feel like I've let you down. Just watch the white lines on the road and you will not be car sick, says Dropout. That's an interesting piece of advice. Let's admit it, says Sense for Thought. Roger Vetiver is the best, not sorry. Well, Roger Vetiver is essentially just Guerlain Vetiver in a very much more expensive price bracket because he stole the Guerlain cookbook, you know. So just get Guerlain Vetiver. I'll tell you something, though. I actually tried Roger's Enigma Pour Homme, the Parfum, and I really liked it. I really, really liked it. I want to get an older bottle, though, because I think there might be amberwood. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. I think there might be amberwood in that Roger. If I can find an older bottle, I would probably take it. Like Bozox says, Lorenzo Villarezi Vetiver is one of my new discoveries. Absolute time capsule. I've got a gold or silver cap Guerlain Vetiver for sale. It's different to the modern one. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's have a look. Hold on. There it is. This is me more modern one. This is the post 2000 reformulation. Just so full choke bottle done by Baudin for Francesco Smalto. It's hilarious. Looks exactly like the shape of a cock. As of a woman about to touch the tip. Yes, that's exactly what it is. That is precisely what it is, mate. And do you know what? That fragrance is like Himalaya. It's like Himalaya by Creed. Number 18 smells great on me. Lily says, no, legitimately, Richard, I might have an inner ear problem as well as iron deficiency. If I ever meet Lily, I'm just going to pick her up and start spinning her around. See what happens. Spinning her around by her pigtails. Whee! Tell you, will you be a guest on Boz's stream again, says Duchamp. Number 18 does indeed suck, in my opinion. Many better animalic musks out there. Many better irises too. Kiehl's alone has it beat. I really like Kiehl's musk. Kiehl's original musk is sensational. Just don't wear it enough. I should, because I really do actually rate it quite highly. Wore it a long time ago. Don't wear it very much anymore. No, 18 isn't animalic. It's skanky on me. It's skanky on me. You're all crazy, says Christian. Number 18 is Sublime. Karen says, someday, Duchamp, but he's streaming in the middle of Duck's slot today. The cheek. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not sad that I'm missing fucking Boz's stream. I keep meaning to check out Lorenzo Villarezi. Really good. Ricky Tomatoes. Rich, what's the most skankiest fragrance note you would tolerate on your skin? Castorium. Castorium, some civet. Oud. Some leathers. The Night's probably the dirtiest perfume I've got. Leather Oud's quite dirty too. But Leather Oud's got that buttery leather in there, which just fucking, and with a little bit of sweetness from the beeswax. It's remarkable that Francois Demachy made that in the same decade that he made shit like Veneer Diorama. You know what I mean? It's like he made those perfumes like 7 or 8 years apart. Sycamore for me, says Dropmouth. Do I need vintage Himalaya? Oh, God. Yes. I really like it, actually. Creamy, flinty, fresh. Really good. Really good. It's like Paco Rabanne XS, Malto, full choke. Divine is saying, yes, from hearing you liking Enigma Parfum. It is actually really, like the Enigma Parfum was really, really good. Enigma Parfum was really, really good. I really enjoyed it, actually. But Jura Rose was saying it used to be deeper and richer. There's something different about it now. And so I would always buy an older bottle. I would always buy an older bottle of any perfume if I could. That's just the way I am. That's no revelation to anybody at all, you know. Divine, oh, sorry, I read that. I think Full Choke is wonderful. I really enjoyed it as well, actually, but I ended up selling it. Welcome, Jay Smooth. How you doing? How is Jay Smooth? How's your Good Friday? Vetiver was gross to me at first, but it really grew over time. It's one of those things, like Song of the Night, Dire Straits, Walk of Life, good tune. Brandy Bassisti, I beg your pardon, I'm sorry. Brandy Bassisti. Bruno Acampora Musk is nice. I haven't tried any of those Bruno Acamporas. Hello, Carl. How are the abs? Says Mitra. Lily says, I will pass away. My life would end. Luckily for me, you've got a bad back and I'm like £1 million. Well, yes, that's probably, the fact that I've got a bad back is probably what's going to put the kibosh on that. I'd pick you up and start to spin and then probably just like let go and fall over and you'd go like flying off into space. Dahlia, you're going the wrong way, says James. Welcome, Brian. Uncut gem is the filthiest thing that has graced his skin. Yes, but not in a good way. Not in like a dirty way. In like a horrible kind of way. In a way that is like it's shit more than it smells of shit. It's just a shit perfume. Kiehl's OG Musk is sexy. Yes, it is really good. The original Musk is fantastic. It's a great Sublime song. Ooh, let me do something. Our Alicia has very quietly started a channel and not told anyone. But I found it. And I have put her link in the chat. So, if you want to go and subscribe, there is the link. Where am I? Rich? Well, where am I? That's a Sublime song, James. You're Brian. Do you mean Creation E? It's in I think in some places it's called Creation E, but in other places it's called Enigma. So it's called Enigma over here. So yeah, I think it's the same thing, but with a different label. Why they would call it some, I don't know. But they do that sometimes, don't they? I am. What was I going to say? Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. I was surprised by how much I enjoy the cola vibe. I've got M7 though, so I'm kind of sitting thinking, I'm at peace with waiting. If I never get that, Roger, I'm not going to be upset. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not furiously going out there to spend money. If I'm being perfectly honest, right? If I'm being perfectly honest, I'm actually looking for backups of fucking tobacco oud because they've discontinued, like a hard discontinuation now. And it's one of my most worn perfumes and it's one of my favorite perfumes. You know what I mean? I wear that shit a lot, as you're aware. It regularly features in the top 2 of my most worn in the winter. You can go back and check me winter perfumes. It's regularly 1 or 2, maybe 3 at the worst. And they fucking killed it. So I'm like, Christ, I want that version of that perfume. I managed to get a bottle yesterday, ordered. So I want more because it's genuinely one of the perfumes I wear the most. You know what I mean? Rich wasn't modding when I needed him to. Very upset, says Lily. Describe Himalaya for me. Never smelled it. Laziness. Let me describe it. So it's fresh. It's a little bit creamy. It's a little bit metallic. It's apparently got like a gunpowder note, but I mean, that's obviously bollocks. It's got this bracing lavender kind of quality about it. Don't think typical lavender. It's like a smooth, crisp sort of thing. And then something a little bit crunchy at the top, a bit like juniper, you know? It's good. I really like it. A leather oud isn't like that anymore. Yeah. Yeah, it's not. You're right. It smells like wet sand. It is a travesty what they've done to it, Marco. It is. You're not wrong, mate. He doesn't need Himalaya. He's going to be in my DM. Says, I want it. Dahlia, I still remember watching the music video as a kid, says James. I really like both Diaghilev and Muscat Oud, even though the latter isn't very oudy. Some Rogers are good, just all overpriced. Yes, they're all massively overpriced. Thing is he talks with a very particular accent, right? And it makes it sound as though they should be expensive. British people know this trick, you know? The way that he talks is $220 a fair price for a 1.7 of tobacco oud. Well, you're not going to get it any cheaper ever. So at the minute, it's not. Historically, it's not. I remember when they were £150, right? But 220, but just be careful that it's real, right? Just make sure that it's real, because those Tom Ford private collection bottles get faked a lot. From Roger Goodnight Kiss and Britannia are my faves, says Britannia. Britannia are my faves, says Mitra. Thai food may be the latest great Roger Dove. Thinks become my fave over Enigma Parfum and Parfum de la Nuit 1. Jakey Jake. I really like Midsummer Night Dream, but can't justify the price. That is a genuine, real problem with these perfumes. So it's absolutely fucking bona fide that you would take one look at these prices and just go, fuck that. Don't die, guys, says about. What is up, Jonathan? My abs are currently fighting a pizza, says Carl. Ducks like big units, no worries. Can you describe it, Brian? I haven't smelled it, says Herb. Do you have a P.O. box? I will send decants, says Brandy. I don't have one, sorry. I'm on the last 20ml of an old 120ml bottle of Himalaya. It's good stuff. I prefer it in the cold weather. I actually like it in the spring and cooler summer days. Like the stream, friends. Yes, if you would like to like the stream, please don't let me stop you. Karen says, Rich, put your address in the chat. In the Fahat. Next one, yes. I'm offended you aren't supporting my channel. My pronouns are Gel Belly. Tarak Moe says, hello. Scent of the day was the gem on the left of the 3 fragrances on display. The Girl on Vetiver. Fantastic. It is a tremendous perfume. Brian says supposedly Tobacco Oud comes back this year, but if it does, it's not likely to be the same anyway, of course. Well, yeah, they'll butcher it, like. Tobacco Oud is in stock in Selfridges in Birmingham, says Sense of Thought. Interesting. Germs has put Mitra's channel in the chat if you wish to subscribe to that. That's a great cola scent. How about Tobacco Oud Parfum? It's all right. It's a little bit vanillic. Certy Danny says, Mitch, how are you enjoying the new day? Just love it. Haven't had it off. Have not had it off. Haven't taken it off at all. Not once. Only when I sleep. I just had it on all the time, mate. The 36 fits my wrist perfectly. Love it. It's the watch. It's the watch for me. There's a very good chance I'm just not going to buy another watch ever. You know, thought about saving up for more. The good thing about stuff like that is that when you're saving up for one, right, you've got something to aim for, and it's a big number, which means that you end up saving up loads of money rather than just frittering it away on like frivolous shit. You know what I mean? So when you get to that amount, you don't actually have to spend it on that if you don't want to, kind of like tricking your own mind. But I don't know. I wouldn't mind. The thing is that the next watch would have to be better than this one. And to get something better than this, I'm going to have to get something elite. You know? I'm going to have to get something elite. Like a fucking, like fuck knows what. Tan was trying to get us to look at, the fucking Vacheron Constantin Traditionels. You know? Platinum dated. That would take a long time to save up for one of them, mate. I have to sell more than perfumes to afford that. But yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. There's a very good chance I'll just keep this. Maybe get rid of the Explorer. Maybe get rid of the Explorer because 36 is definitely the size for me. It just works. The proportions on the wrist, the watch, the fact that, yeah, it just works. The bigger ones just look silly on me. Even me Explorer 40 now, when I put it on, it's like, doesn't look right. I mean, I still love it. I would get a 36 one, but you've got to be careful with selling your Rolexes because fucking, if you sell one within 3 years of buying it, yeah, you get blacklisted forever, and I don't want to be. I don't want to be so. How about a tobacco oud parfum? They're good stuff, but vanillic. Good evening. Scent of the day is Escala in Indonesia, says Often Licht. Good fragrance. My numero 10 is wonderfully chaotic. I'm selling mine. It's a little bit much. I'm not sure. I'll give you 4K for the Explorer, then if it's too much. I bet you would as well, I bet you would. It's a bit of a haircut to take on one of them. It's only 18 months old. Can't afford to have a haircut, me, mate. I've got fucking I've got knee hair as it is. The band do a good cola scent too, says Marco. Oh, God, what's it called? It's not a CAD. Is it a CAD? ACAD? Is it ACAD? Or is it Idol? It's one of them. Where am I? I've been trying to shop my collection, reaching all the way at the back of the shelf. That is the way to do it, like. Is there a big difference between the older tobacco bottles? I think I've only tried the most recent ones. I'm going to say maybe. I did buy 2 of the newest ones yesterday, so... It is a CAD, yes. How's the tobacco oud intense? It's like tobacco oud, but with more vanilla. What's your favourite synthetic? Narrow it down, I'm not sure. Is $220 a fair price? You're not going to get it cheaper than that. Sounds interesting. Joma has it for $209. Never ever. What colognes are still good and not reformulated if there's such a thing? Your Les and Demodables. Your Les and Demodables are coming up to the stage in their life cycles where they're probably going to start getting... reformulated soon. So get in there while you can would be my advice. Roger could sell a cheeseburger for €100 just by speaking. Yeah, some people have got it and he's got it. Brian says, Chanel, Cartier, and some of the older Hermes seem to have held up pretty well in my experience. Yeah, I agree with that, actually, especially compared to brands like Dior's. A good rule of thumb is to look at a brand that has an in-house perfumer for a long time, because when they reformulate stuff, right, they're working on their own work, so they know what they want to create. They know what they want to do. They know how they want it to smell, you know? So they'll get it closer to what it was than probably anyone else. Do you have backups of Himalaya? 1. It says 209 for me, says James Herb. Thai food has a similar oud base from oud, amber oud, musk oud. It's a bit brighter up top with dusty citrusy rose. I prefer the rose here over the amber oud one. Mira says, I finally got Vetiver Pour L. Jonathan really likes that shit. Really does. Glad you're enjoying it, mate. Waited long enough. Thank you, certainly, Danny. Yes, I am absolutely loving it. TKH. Hello, Rich. How are you, my friend? I'm all right. How are you, mate? Any thoughts on the new Rolex OP dials? That lavender one's glorious, like. I really like that. Other people are like, oh, the pistachio and the beige. I like the lavender one. MFK Masculine Pluriel is your scent of the day. Nice. Often Licht says the 36 date just is the best size. Bigger one looks off proportionally. It certainly does on my wrist. Didn't realise how big the 40 and the 41s are. 36 is perfect for me. Really like it. Oh, excuse me whilst I hydrate. Brandy says, have you tried Girl on Le Bleu ADP? It reminds me a lot of Dior's Queer Canage because spring has brought out the orange blossom in Le Bleu. Never understood the comparison before. That's interesting. I really like the orange blossom in Queer Canage. It really makes the fragrance. I like orange blossom. I've realised this. Syrupy, thick, rich orange blossom. Not too floral, though. There's Jonathan. Why the hell did they discontinue Vetiver Porel? I'd like to know that. Breguet Traditional 7097 Rose Gold. I like. The good thing with Breguets is you can pick them up for fucking a third of the price after a year on the secondary market. They plummet. They plummet on the secondary. Feel free to send me that Explorer. If you send me £6,000 first, I will send you the Explorer 40. I'll ban you, Karen, so you never get to see it, says Ryan. Harsh. Girl, I made the business decision to stop selling good fragrance a few years ago, says Brody. They certainly did. I'll give you 4K for the Explorer, says Surly Danny. Remember, Mitch, no watch can transport you back in time like Pavarotti does. Spend your money wisely. Oh, I've already stocked up on Pavarotti. Fear not. I have Pavarotti. Yeah, seriously, just a brilliant fragrance. Duck bought the watch with the money that he saved from haircuts. It's not a bad show, actually. He's seen the cost of fucking haircuts these days. Fuck. I have to start waxing your head soon just to fucking try and stay a quid ahead. I've been nothing but well behaved, says Karen. Well, it's not my fault grown-ass men behave like incels, says Karen. Hey, Mama Mitra, the remnants of Neroli Outre Noir are still going strong on my kitchen counter. Happy a long weekend. Vauxhall Jim says, I share your adoration of tobacco oud. Its discontinuation is a real tragedy. That it is. It's an absolute nightmare, mate. Let us cry into each other's shoulders. I was thinking of Vet of a Bluff, actually, the Luban Cola. Quite difficult to find. The performance isn't great, but the top men smell great. Tobacco oud or Vanille Van? Fortunately, I don't have to choose. That is a hell of a question. I wear tobacco oud more often, like. Karen says Vanilla Van is overrated. How dare you, madam? What Rolex does Jeremy have? I think he wears a Breitling, doesn't he? Or he certainly used to. I'm almost through testing the Les Indomptables lineup, says Often Licked. My favourites so far are Mousse Sable, Clear de Chine, Vanilla Van, and Escala in Indonesia. Oriental Velours, maybe. It has a neat rubber note. See, I don't get the rubber from Oriental Velours, but it does have myrrh, which can go rubbery. It can go rubbery, so I understand. They're both a bit too goopy for me. I like goop sometimes. Dropout says Rolex Cocaine Platinum. What's your Les Indomptables favourite, says Johnny Blaze. I'm going to say Rose de Jamal, but I think that's based purely on the smell. Maybe Vanilla Van too. In fact, I'll tell you what, I've got a top 10. I've got a top 10 Les Indomptables fragrances, so if you want to watch that, I mean, I love them all. I think they're fabulous perfumes, like. I really like Orange Sirocco as well. Dura Rose, the outrageous man. I gave him a sample the other day. I was like, here, take this home with you. And he smelled it and he was like, oh, it smells like Baccarat Rouge. I was like, you winding me up? And I smelled it and I was like, what? It's got something of Baccarat Rouge about it. I was mortified. Good grief. But that's a video if you want to watch it, mate. If you search Rich Mitch Les Indomptables, you'll get quite a few videos, actually. But I did do a top 10, which are my favourites. MJ, welcome. You are wearing Cardinal, an absolutely fantastic fragrance. Kruthik, how are you? Have you tried the vintage Rochas Femme EDT, the first Crest bottle from 89? I think so. I've tried all the Parfum de Toilettes because I've had loads of them. And I've sold loads of them as well, because I don't wear it anymore. I've still got one. I've still got two. But it's a little bit too much cumin in the new one for me, Kruthick. Germs, tobacco wood is not overrated. In fact, we should say it is overrated so that nobody else buys it and I can have it all. Hi, John, are you in the Discord, says Karen. Oriental Velours reminds me of changing a bicycle tyre on a sunny day. That's interesting. What's your dream money is no object watch, Rich, says Marco. Christ. Not Richard Mill, because while Richard Mill is a fellow Richard, I hate them watches so much. Oh, they're so bad. I like a Langens on it. I like the Saxonias. I know that's not very sexy or fucking... I like simple watches. That's why I like that Traditionelle by Vacheron. You know? I really like that. I mean, to be fair, I've got me date just with the blue dial and the fluted bezel and the Jubilee bracelet. I'm happy. You know? Like, I'm happy. I don't covet other watches. Like, I wanted this. I really wanted. Now I've got it. I'm really chuffed with it. You know? Like, I'm happy with it, and there's no better feeling than being content. You know, the Buddha was on to something with that shit. You know, freedom from desire. Free from desire. Your defense is terrifying. What? I don't know is what I'm trying to say, Marco. I'm not sure. I'd have to have a look around. Got a 10mm decant of tobacco wood. I only sprayed it twice, but I didn't love the hay-like kind of smell. I don't really get hay. Jem says, join the Duck Discord. Yes, if you'd like to join the Duck Discord, no problem. The opposite of peace, unfortunately, John, says Karen. Where are we? Low-key, the colognes are the best. Listen, them a dabbler, and for the money, it's a no-brainer. So underrated compared to the EDP. Do you know what it is? I actually really love the colognes. I think they're fantastic. I agree. They're hugely underrated compared to the rest of them. Especially the Indonesia. The Indonesia's incredible. On a hot day, like a genuinely hot day, if you spray that shit on, it's fabulous. What's going on here? Oh. So I got an email about fucking something. Purely on your recommendation, I have placed an order for Fat Electrician, says Vauxhall Jim. Don't blame me if you don't like it. Like vetiver and peanuts. No, it's not like vetiver and peanuts. You're a peanut. Brian, I wish they'd expand the cologne line. They are brilliant. I'm weird with my watches, says Fragrance Collector. I like old money style, minimalistic and non-flashy for some odd reason. I have been spending money on Loro Piane lately. All organic clothing, no logos. Interesting. Rose de Jamal. I think the best thing to do with anything is find out what you like and then enjoy it. You know? I think you can apply it to everything. Clothes, cars, food, perfume, people. Find yourself first and then everything else is sound. Venetia's awful, I think, Baroli. I'm good with my Seiko. They're good watches, Seikos. Nothing wrong with a Seiko. Often Licked says, Rose de Jamal goes a bit musty sour in the late dry down on me, unfortunately, like an old piece of furniture with some pickles and a curry powder. I'll give it a few more wearings, though. People say that's the dill pickle. So sad we didn't see any Rich and Jura content. I was knackered the whole day. I managed to keep going, but it was easy because it was Jura. You know what I mean? We'd talk every day. So it was nice to be with him and we'd talk and had a nice time and everything like that. And it was great, but I couldn't have done it without the steroids. Like, fuck. like one of my therapeutic medications has stopped working, and I've got an appointment to go and see the nurse to get assessed for a new one. She's going to give us a steroid injection, and when I have that, I'll be full of the joys of spring. I'll be able to do all sorts. I've got some medical stuff going on at the minute, you know, so we just need to be wary of that. I didn't catch what fragrance you smelled like. Baccarat Rouge 540. Dura Rose said it was Orange à Sirocco by Les Indomables. Welcome, Tim Wilcox. I found a sample of incense rose and it's great. Suffering from another bloody cough. Oh, God. I also get pickle from Rose de Jamal. Says sense for thought. That's a shame. I feel very analog. I can't wrap my head around what Discord is, says Jonathan. It's like a chat. It's like a chat. What they used to have in the late 90s and stuff, like a chat bot, like a chat room. That's essentially what it is, mate. It's a chat room. Where is Pradeep? You'd have to ask Pradeep. Go on his videos and ask him. I spoke to him today. He's fine. I imagine he's working. Oh, I didn't want to intrude, really. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't want to be like, where are you? Why aren't you coming around? Like, it's like, you know, maybe something's wrong. Maybe he doesn't want to talk about it, you know. I like Fougère Emeraude the best. Very original, says Marco. Don't really love any of them, though. Then don't spend the money. They're very expensive if you don't love them. You know? Jesus Christ. I hate such a strong word, says John. Oriental Valor just clicked with me recently, says Paroli. Yeah, I love it. Hello, everyone. Rich, how are you? I'm all right, mate. How are you? How's Antonio Hobson? Bell Arm, day 2. Eugene's fucking basically ran out of that stuff he was saying the other day on stream. Fuck. Oh! Rashad Miller's extremely overrated, not worth the prices they charge for it. Yeah. I think they're going to end up being a bit like Ulysses Nardin, that like when they first came out, everyone was going mental for them. Everyone was like, oh, this is like the pinnacle of fucking horology, and this is the pinnacle of like what everything's brilliant, and then it's going to settle down a bit. They're not going to be like the fucking avant-garde anymore. They're not going to be like the beau de jour. They're not going to be the new kid on the block. They're not going to be the height of fashion, and they're going to die a death. And they're going to be very of their time as well. I like my Fossil watch and I don't care if it's cheap, says Mitra. Good. I suspect it will win me over, says Offenlicht. It's definitely interesting. Centre that is. Zerzhov Om, says Ninoslav. Richard Mill watches must be a social experiment at those prices, says Brian. Marco says, I'd love a Langer 1. I like the Saxonia, I like the Royal Oak. I like the Royal. If I was going to get a Nautilus or a Royal Oak, I'd get a Royal Oak every day. I do not like the fucking the Nautilus. I think the Nautilus looks like, do you know the emoji for the monkey putting its fucking hands to its ears? I think the dial, like the actual shape of the case and the dial looks like that monkey emoji. But the Royal Oak do an Yves Klein dial, or what it's been called, the Yves Klein dial, International Klein Blue. That is the colour. That is the pitch. So if somebody actually, now you've said, that's the watch. That's the one. If I was gonna get one, I'd get the Klein Blue one. If money was no object, that's the watch I'd get. There's your answer. Happiness is not coveting anyone else's fragrances and going your own way, says James. Correct. I've always liked Fossil, says John. Dura Rose likes a Fossil as well. He's a geologist. Was that Bruce Springsteen I heard? Possibly. Just bought a vintage Creed Venetia for 120. No, just bought a vintage Creed Venetia 30mm for $120. Heard it's similar to Shalimar and Le Leon somewhat. Hope it's worth it. It is exactly as you described. I had 2 bottles and sold them. Not a fan. But I don't like Shalimar either. Or Le Leon. Yeah, the bottle of Escal in Indonesia. Really, truly love those more masculine colognes, but that one is flawless. It's fucking immense. I actually like the Haiti as well because I find that one a bit easier to wear because you can wear it more often. But the Indonesia and the heat is fucking absolutely imperious. Like, it's a brilliant fragrance. Jonathan says, Vinicius, wonderful. Favourite man, Sarah Rich. Stop that, Jared, you rascal. I'm good with my Seiko Creed. Yep, on eBay. I see the girl on Vetiver, old bottle, great frag. It's gone so expensive now, says not in the know. I've seen that bottle go for up for hundreds. Up for hundreds. I see the girl on Vetiver. Oh, sorry, I've read that. Mrs. Mitchell, hey, hello. You have an excellent collection, says Antonio. The problem is you like them first and then they reveal themselves, says Mitchell. It was under 60 quid, to be fair, says Vauxhall Jim. Sound. That's a lot of perfume for 60 quid, mate. Fat Electrician for 60 quid. That, you've done well there. I'm good with my Speedmaster fucking Moonwatch. That's another one that I would get if I had unlimited money. The Snoopy, Silver Snoopy. Rory McIlroy had one on his hand, on his wrist when he picked up the trophy last week. That was a fucking put all through the ringer, didn't it? That was emotional. I actually like Justin Rose as a golfer and a player. He's a decent bloke. Like, he won the Olympic gold medal for England at the 2016 Olympics. Like, and he was like, loads of the golfers didn't want to turn up for that, and he went. And I was like, fair enough. He's done that, not for money, because golfers are all about, well, how much is it going to pay? You know what I mean? But he's done it for sport and achievement, and I love that shit. He's a sportsman. He's gone for sport and achievement, you know? And he won. Brilliant. I was sad he didn't win it, but if he didn't win it, McIlroy, fair enough. McIlroy also didn't go to the fucking Olympics either, the fucking tonk. Oh, I'm worried about the Zika virus. The fucking, what did he say? My Olympics come 4 times a year and I have the majors and stuff like that. And it's like, we fucking shut up, man. It's an Olympic gold medal. Loads of people have got majors. Like you said, it's 4 times a year. How many people are going to get an Olympic gold medal? It's once every 4 years. You twat. You know what I mean? But not to worry. Diesel is my go-to watch. It's like a weapon how big it is, says Jonathan. Whoosh. Duck was too knickers to make content, says. Too knackered, not knickers. Scent of the day is Nikolai Vetiver, says not in the know. I want steroids, says Parola. Get them. Steroids give you a fat ass. Steroids just make you generally hungry, like. How's Ramsey doing, Rich? Ramsey's not going to be back for another couple of months at least. I think he's been better. He's been better. Antonio says, Jonathan, how are you? Been by the Darren Allen 10 mil because of you. He does good stuff. Vintage novel is really good. How's Ramsey doing, Rich? That's another time he said that. Welcome, DJ. Antonio, excellent. Yes, he does do a 10 mil fragrance of the month. I've got a couple of fantastic work. The gold Royal Oak is gorgeous. The bracelet is amazingly thin. Solid gold watches. I worry about that shit. See, the thing is, I've got 2 of the watches I've always wanted. The vintage Santos Cartier, and then the Datejust 36 with a blue dial. They're the 2. Like there's nothing else. You know what I mean? There's nothing else. I've always thought to myself, I always wanted that. You know what I mean? So, shrinking her ass, Broly shrinking his willy. What's wrong with you people? Well, everybody's downsizing. It's quiet luxury, man. It's quiet luxury. That's what's called. I love the Patek Calatrava 5227J model gold. No Patek, Rich. Do you know what it is? I've never seen a Patek where I've thought I'm in love. You know, I've never seen a Patek where I've thought, fucking hell, I love that. You know, I just haven't. I know that they're like the high horology and they've got the history and all that sort of thing, but if it doesn't speak to you, it doesn't speak to you, you know what I mean? Maybe one day it will, but as yet, it's not what I'm looking for. It's not what I like. Maybe it's a reverso, but I'd like a JLC based on the fact that they're JLC, but some of the JLCs, I don't know. Do you know you can buy at National Klein Blue, which is still made by the Paris art shop that made it for him? It's called Medium Adam 25. Very tempted to buy a litre. Well, you could do what he did and just get some canvas and put the I can't remember what the type of canvas it was, but he stretched it in a certain way, and then he just rolled it. He got the consistency perfect, but he literally just created canvases with the blue on, and it changed the world. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful fucking colour. But no, I didn't know you could still get it. Medium Adam 25. You would think they would call it International Klein, but I suppose somebody might try and lay claim to it. Like, somebody would try and say, "Oh, you're using his name without me permission." Yeah. The problem is, you talk about fragrances you like, and then everyone buys them till they get too expensive. Gatekeeping forever, says Karen. I'm sorry, people listen to what I say. I don't know. Like the stream for duck, says Paroli. If you would like to like the stream, friends, please go ahead. Don't let me stop you. Has anyone tried Story of Your Life from Eldo? I didn't even know that was one. Welcome, Olivia Clement. How are you, sir? Dahlia, that's why it's better to buy what you want and pay no mind to what others hype up. Correct. How do you get naked? Sad for Rose. Stood a few feet away from him, watching him drive at the open. Yeah, he seems like a decent kind of bloke as well. You know, like after he lost to him, the sat and had like a genuine moment together. Like, you know, that was sad for him as well. I never see anybody buying the obscure shit I hunt down, says Jonathan. Do you know what it is? It's one of the true fucking things. Like, every once in a while, I'll wake up to a message from Jonathan at like 3 o'clock in the morning saying, "Hey, you ever heard of this fragrance from like 1969? It was out for fucking 3 months. And it's based on like some fucking experience a guy had who thought he was on acid, but he was just particularly stoned one night instead. You know, like a really obscure, outrageous fragrance." And I'm like, I've never even knew that was a thing. You know what I mean? I've never even heard of this. You know? J. Casanova. Whenever I hear the word Casanova now, I think of Jonathan. Maybe that's what the J stands for, and Jonathan Casanova. He's been holding out on me. Jonathan is Casanova. Does eBay have an OnlyFans section? I love the new Patek with a blue face. It looks like Hamilton. The Cubitus. Just buy a Santos. Get the old Santos as well. I should know, but you can return them if they smell clean. The JLC Duomètre chronograph isn't pretty, but it's a bit large. Yeah, massive watches are scary to me. I want a full bottle but refuse to pay retail of Ruwade. I am John, says DJ. What do you think? What the price tag? Good evening to all the perfume lads. Welcome, Miles. This is Peak Oud Blended Jonathan. Know about Queer Russi vintage novel and Dorian's Fougere, says Antonio. Rich, have you seen the Patek 5235G annual calendar regulator? No. That sounds terrifying. Yes, it is well priced. Welcome, Franska boy. Hello, Miles. You bought Samsara EDT, beautiful calming sandalwood. Definitely a must for every real genuine collector. Franska boy says, story of your life is a musky, fuzzy gourmand with orange blossom and some cinnamon vibe. Nothing unforgettable. I mean, forgettable. Says Antonio, I like his queer Russi. I'll look for it now, says Antonio. How much new Samsara EDT differs from the EDP? I mean, the intensity and smell itself. Any advice? Someone should be able to help. But probably not me. That person sounds familiar, says Mitra. And after that, Jonathan's story, Rich be like, yes, I have 3 backups. I think the only fragrance I have that no one's hyped is Mugler's Womanity, says Karen. Antonio says, yes, me too. Better than Chanel, sorry. Fragrance Collector says, I'm going to get Epstein's Luminox watch. There's tons of history and heritage. That's not the kind of history and heritage you're looking for. Yikes. Yeah, late night fragrance site scrolling yields high hanging fruit, says Karen. It's true, says John. There's a story of a baseball pitcher who dropped acid and then had to step in and pitch a game, says Brandy. How did they do? I was looking to see if Ruwade had rocked up at discounters on eBay, but no. Not only that, but every cheap Parfum d'Empire has gone. Well, yikes. Miles says, and yesterday I bought Etat Libre d'Orange, remarkable people. Beautiful, fizzy, sparkling champagne accord that is so unseen anywhere. Poor longevity, but simply a skin scent all the time. Fragrance Collector was going to try to mess around with the watch and accidentally turn the cameras on in Epstein's mansion, says Karen. Or get tracked by someone. Someone who wants to know his whereabouts. Ah, the Iquitos. What a fragrance. I was looking for backups of Aberdeen Lavender the other day, and then I thought to myself, I just thought better of it, to be honest. So bollocks, I'm not asked. Tell us more about what you and Jura did. Well, Jura landed at silly o'clock in the morning, like 7:45 or some shit. I picked him up at about 8, 7:30, and we went to the auction house to go and have a look around. And when we got there, it was about 9 o'clock, and the woman was like, you can sit down, but you can't go in yet because it's not open and ready. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I was like, bollocks, we'll go and get some food. So we went and got some food, and we sat and had some chat for a while. And as we were eating food, it was like 10 o'clock or something. And I thought to myself, Jesus Christ, I'm fucking knackered already. And then we went back to the auction house, had a good look around for a while. I was like having to sit down, you know. I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to make it through today? You know what I mean? I was like, I'm absolutely battered. I've only been here for like 2 hours. We had a look around the auction house, and then we went... Where the fuck did we go? Then we went to Harrods. We went to a place called Flannels. We went, had a good mooch around there for about 2-3 hours. Lots of tea. And then we went for dinner at about 3 o'clock until about 5:30. And then we went to Phoenix, mooched around there for a couple of hours. Then it was about 7:30, 8 o'clock. And then we got we went and got a milkshake, ice cream, like milkshake thing, which was very nice, which is what set Jura Rosa's stomach off. Then went for a drive around, and took him to the airport, like, and it was easy. It was nice and easy and good and fun. I was surprised I made it through the day, but I did. And then the next day, I was absolutely battered, very tired. Felt better on Wednesday, and then yesterday I met up with Alan Hansen, we went to the cathedral. We tried to go to the cathedral, and then we basically did the same sort of perfume thing again. Had a try of a few things. Alan gave me some. Oud samples, and oh dear me, excuse me, sorry. And then I took them back to the train station, and now I'm battered, double battered. Okay, so that's what we did. I have the best watches with the long, fantastic history. I welcome you to Epstein Watch, says Fragrance Collector. I have only 2 Aldos, says Miles. That Electrician and remarkable people. The rest is too wild and unbearable to me. Rien and Rien Intense Incense smell like hospital bandages, and light that is too sweet. I agree with the hospital bandage thing. It's fantastic, though. I love it. Anybody have Tom of Finland, says Miles. I've been thinking to pick up Tom of Finland also, says Jonathan. Tom of Finland is the clean slate. Queen Slade? Clean suede, is not. Check out Archive 69, says Tim. I have clean suede, which is the new name for it, and it's really interesting leather. Aldehydic fresh opening that makes it really clean and vanilla-y suede dry down. Gorgeous. I wonder if it's been reformulated. And then Duck got knickers. Germs, you are in a strange place. It's very baby catty, the clean suede, says me. I don't like baby cat. Tom of Finland sadly doesn't match the imagery, says DJ. James is stuck in knickers. Yes, he is. Doc Ellis of Pittsburgh Pirates pitched a no-hitter game on June the 12th, 1970, while under the influence of LSD. Fair fucking play. Fair fucking play. That is a man who will fucking rise to the occasion. You can rely on that man. Doc Ellis, fair play to you, sir. That is a hell of a fucking effort. Jesus. Told you it was a no-hitter, says Karen. The reason why they binned it was because the license ran out and they didn't want to pay. Did you share a milkshake, 2 straws? No, actually, I had a milkshake. He had a hot chocolate, and it knocked him sick. Epic yawn. All right, gotta go. See you later, Jonathan. I'll be hitting Jonathan up for an update on his oh fuck me, what is it? Progress on Red Dead. I've come to the realization that I just really want to play on Red Dead all the time. Howdy, Mitch. Welcome, I Smell. How are you doing? Oh, thank you for info. Great to know. Caboose Juice. How you doing? Evening all. Rich, have you had your nose on Hermes Barenya before? I have. I did a video on it. I'm not impressed. Not impressed. It's a fruit patchouli, so it's a fruity patchouli fragrance, and it's like, I think Fliss described it as being the right fragrance at the wrong time, or something along those lines. Like, it's 10 years out of date, like at least 10 years out of date, maybe more. It's very fruity. It's very patchouli. It's got a Akigala wood in it, and it's a bit screechy. Like it smells like what nails down a chalkboard sound like. You know, not my thing at all. But it's widely circulated. You'll be able to get samples somewhere for free if you just go in and say. If you go in and say, that smells nice, they'll be like, oh, here, take a sample, because it's like one of those new fragrances that they've got samples for. I'll tell you what I did discover the other day when I was out with Alan. From Sisley, they have a line called the Collection Les Eaux Revue. Fuck, this one's nice. This is, let's do a first impression, because there could be, in the future, there's no need to buy one yet, it'll hit discounters. In the future, there could be a bottle of this Ahoy, because this is lovely stuff. This is called Les Eaux Revue Hubert. 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 This is fucking lovely. Nothing on there. Could have done a first impressions video on this, but bollocks. We'll do one now. This is geranium, mint. It smells like a garden. Oh, fuck. It's fucking lovely, that. Genuinely, absolutely lovely. They do another one, which is an iris one, but this is fresh, green, geranium, mint, soft. A little bit of hay, a little bit of like, you know, grassy, wildflower kind of thing going on. Garden. Beautiful. I'm in my Zorro outfit while watching Rich since Epstein loves Zorro outfits. His fragrance collect. This is getting a bit weird. I'm not going to lie to you. Did Jura bring chocolate bars? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he did not. Good point. I'll be on to him about this. Hello, Jim. Thank you. I had a sample of Archive 69, I guess. Finally secured myself a vintage bottle of Dior Dune. Bottle is set to arrive sometime tomorrow. Fire. Absolute fire. Brilliant. Bottled fire. It's amazing. I love it. This new game sucks. I miss Skyrim. Those days are gone. Those days are very much gone. Allegedly, they've remastered Oblivion and they're going to bring that out again. All Hermes fragrances are out of date, says RN. You're out of date. I imagine Kirkjohn could do a good version of Dune Pour On. Seems like his style. I get what you're saying, but at this point, I think he's completely burned his bridges with me. Kirkjohn, that is. Can't be dealing with that shit. This Lazur Revue is lovely. Richard's GTA 6 coming out this year, you think? Oh, God. Have they put it back to the autumn now, haven't they? Sizzly's a really good house. It is. Nails on a chalkboard smell equivalent for me is Angel Nova, says Brandy. I agree, Brandy. Same with Alien. Carl says we will get 5 more Batman movies at least until GTA 6. Sense for Thought says, late to the party, but I found clean suede a little bit empty, laying like a synthetic way. Probably nose blind to a chemical in there. Franska Boy says, how was our Ramsey? We miss him. He's been better, mate. He's been better. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry I had to make the last joke, says Fragrance Collector. What was it? Oh, he's deleted it. Ah, I've got you. I've got to try Cartier fragrances. Yes, yes, yes. They're fabulous. All of them brilliant. What? Says Karen. What? Franska Boy says, isn't goddamn impossible to secure an Akitos at a good price. Are you keeping all the worldwide stock, Rich? No, I have 2 bottles. 2 bottles plus this 50ml, which is for sale at a very reasonable price, actually. I think it's 120 quid. So if you're in the UK, that's how much there is left. I'd say about 45ml. And the spray is attachable. Les River Hubert is £81.95 on All Beauty. I'd say it's worth most of that. I want to wear it on skin and experience it fully, but geranium, wildflower. It smells like a garden. It genuinely smells like a garden with like grass and wildflower, and it's something a little bit dry and minty. So it's a beautiful thing. It really is very nice. But I want to experience the dry down of it, because it could just be the beginning. What's a Akitos like? It is a fruity chypre with, so the top's a little bit sweet and fruity, but not in a sucrose, diabetic, neon candy floss kind of way. It's got this kind of really, it's got this like really, how can I put it? It's not like grape. It's almost like a wine kind of thing, like a cordial kind of sweet fruit sort of thing. And then it's classic chypre with the civet turned up, but the civet's not just straight up piss. It's more of a heat. It smells like heat. I can't, mate, I'll send you a sample if you want. So you can smell it, just to smell it. It's a beautiful, I'm surprised I haven't already. But if you remind us on after the stream, mate, I'll make you a sample and send you one out next week. It's a fabulous perfume. It's not the type of perfume that I'm usually into. You know what I mean? I haven't got a full bottle. I've got this 50 ml, but it's got like 45 ml left. The fill line's just above the writing, or on the top of the writing. So it is. It's above the writing, across the top there. Does the Sizzly remind you of any of the Hermes Jardins? It's got the vibe, but it doesn't smell like any of them. Sadly, I'm a French boy. I would eventually, but another time, says Francis. No problem. Dior Homme Original smells like Dior Homme Intense. What were they thinking? I hope it's not unhealthy. No, it's not a health issue at all. It's not a health issue at all, mate. Don't worry. Now I've got to find an older fucking pre-2019 bottle, says Sense for Thought. Yeah. Does the Sizzly remind you of any of the Jardin? It's the vibe. I sent my travel size of June Pour Homme to someone. The modern smells fine. The vintage really so different. It's just a bit richer. Send me a sample of Egoist Cologne Concentrate, even a single droplet. Are you in the UK? Blind bought the new Tear today. Just sprayed and already regretting it, says Marco. Not a big fan of the new Tear, I must admit. I appreciate the fact that it's different from all the other shit that's being released and pushed around, but not a fan of the actual perfume itself. It's different, but it's not something I'm going to buy and use and get around with. Send me a sample of Egoist Cologne Concert. I will. If you're in the UK, you are in the UK, leave a comment on a video, not this one, not this stream, but on, leave a comment, and I'll send you my email address and we can sort it out from there. I'll send you a sample of the Cologne Concentrate, no problem. I am loving it. I mean, it's the weekend, so the long weekend, so you'll probably not get it until next week. I'll send it out on fucking Tuesday or something like that. Just reminders. Fucking memory's been disgraceful recently. Jesus Christ. Blind bought the new Tear today. Just sprayed and already regretting it. Glad I got a sample. When they're brand new releases, you should try and get a sample always, because they've got samples floating about. The saleswoman, when I bought the Eau de Gentian Blonde, she actually gave me a mini of the new Tear, and I didn't have the heart to tell her. I thought it was awful. But I wasn't a big fan of the new one, I must admit. But I do love a mini. I fucking love a mini. You know, the class. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Salesperson at the Hermes booth at my local Neiman wasn't even aware the new Hermes had even been released. Had to point the bottle out to her. Yikes. Yikes. What the fuck? A new Tear just overhyped. Hello, Jordan Albro. How you doing? Fragrance Collector says I got a Creed Green Valley clone from It Smells Good Barnet Fragrances. I have got the original Green Valley. It's all right. Might be my Balenciaga Pour Homme, if you know what I mean. No, I do know what you mean. I ate chocolate and now I suffer. That is life. What did Jura think of the new Tear? Ugh. Well, just nonplussed. I know you're not a big fan, but I'm waiting on a 50 ml of synthetic jungle. Fell in love with it. Mate, the thing is, it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you think, because it's your money. If it mattered more what I thought and you were paying, you might as well just give us your money. You know what I mean? So it's if you love it and it's your money, then you should buy it and love it and wear it and be like, yes. What is it that you love about it? It's not terrible, but it smells like a cheap twist, says Margot. Oh. Legend, will do. What's your take on Cosmet Polo Green? Do you know what it is, right? I should love that fragrance. It should be one of my favourite fragrances, and it never hit. It never landed with me. I just didn't care about it that much. I just didn't care about it that much. Just ended up selling all of mine and thought, you know what I mean? Not my thing at all. Ooh, fuck, I need to message Rudy. Sorry, I don't know why that's just coming to my mind now, but I need to send him a message. It's Polo Green. Khaled, you rascal. Brother, is this fragrance worth buying? Which fragrance? I remember you, Khaled. Don't worry. So Polo Green, not for me. Just not my. Just didn't hit, and it should have, but it didn't, and it just happens sometimes. Thoughts on Girl on Heritage? Really like it. Really like it. Find it difficult to wear. Don't know when to wear it. New tear was a disgrace, says Mitra. I love the new tear, says Carl. Well, that's all right. You're allowed to. Carl, it is okay. I will forgive you because of your abs, says Mitra. Stop being logical, says Mitra. Often Licht says, you are very right. It reminds me of visiting the botanical garden as a child, so vividly green, and the lily of the valley note is great to me. I did only pay for 100 quid ship for a 2021 bottle. That's pretty good price for a Frederick Mall. That's pretty good price for a Frederick Mall. I love Synthetic Jungle's vibrant green too. It is like being in a jungle surrounded by intense greenery. Hell yeah, says Often Licht. Regardless of your tren abs, says RN, the new tear is disgusting. It's not sexy being logical, Richard. I am sorry for being logical. Brother, I love you. You know that, right? I love you too, Khaled. Thank you. Speak for yourself, Carl. You've got to put a shirt on for Heritage. I like Heritage a lot. The patchouli, and it's one of the best patchoulis you'll smell in a fragrance. Especially the vintage one. The old, and you can still get those vintage bottles for good prices. I think Anuja's got it still. But it's one of the best patchoulis. It's like a patchouli lavender. Galen messaged us earlier and was like, what's a good patchouli lavender? What's a great patchouli lavender was the call. And I was like, well, on Monday I wore the private blend version of, what's it called? I wore the private blend version of Beau de Jour. And he was loving it. He was like, oh, I don't like it usually, but I really like it. This is really nice and soapy and clean. I was like, I'm telling you, there's a massive difference between the private blend version and the signature version. That's why they can sell the signature version at half the fucking price as the private blend one, because they don't use patchouli in it. You know? Heritage is the male Chalamont. Ladies and gents, he is caught up with the comments, says Mitra. Khaled says, brother, my wedding is next month. I need your advice for which fragrance I should buy. What do you usually like? What do you get that you usually like? What is it? What is it that you like to smell like? What is it that your partner? What does your partner like? Heritage is such a great masculine scent, probably an all-time. Yeah, it's right up there. I just blind bought an Eau de Gentian for $80. Had to. I really like it. Dry, green, irisy, tea. Lovely. Big day for a fragrance, says Antonio. I find Heritage so dated. I wear a lot of dated fragrances. I thought patchouli was a cheap ingredient. Depends how you use it. Depends how you use it. You know? Yeah, the signature is more lavender and the private blend is more patchouli. The fact that they actually used patchouli, they use amber max, amber fix, amber wood in the signature version instead of the patchouli. And they use a cheaper lavender in the signature version too. And you can tell a mile away. You compare them next to each other, they're not the same fragrance to all intents and purposes. I'm sorry, they smell similar, but they're not the same fragrance at all. Chanel Allure EDP is a good patchouli lavender, but it has a whopping amount of rose, says Brandy. Oud Infini and Secretion Magnifique on my suggestion, says Mitra. Don't do that, Mitra. Harsh. Whoops, meant Allure Sensual EDP, says Brandy. Although it's Mitsuku X-Ray were worth it. The one in the older bottle? I'll let somebody else answer that. I'm not entirely sure. Friends, if you would like to like the stream, it would be great. It would be great. I would love to hear it. I'd love to see it even. I can't choose, to be honest. There are a lot of good choices. I need your advice. With that, I trust your taste in fragrance, says Khaled. Oh, Khaled, what you like. What should you wear? You could wear Cologne Officinal by... you could wear Cologne Officinal by Healy. This one. Smells soapy and clean, and there is never a bad time to smell soapy and clean. Very nice fragrance. Wedding scents for men. Rose de Jamal. You could get Rose de Jamal by Les Indomitables. That smells fantastic. You could get Escala in Indonesia by Les Indomitables. They're really good. Jubilation 25 by Amouage. It's a great wedding scent. Bois d'Argent by Dior. All good stuff. Where Aventus, says RM. Welcome Eugene. Hello. Edition Blanche is beautiful but doesn't last too long, says Basura. Khaled wears something clean like Oud Wood, says Mitra. Wear Baby Cat, says Jared. Oud Wood was my suggestion too, says Sense for Thought. Just put a decant in a suit pocket ready to apply. If Chanel Allure Edition Blanche lasted longer, I'd love it for the hot Vegas summer. But I'll just use Bond No. 9 Bleecker Street in Dubai Jade. Rose de Jamal, yeah, I'd probably wear Rose de Jamal. Give your bride the Oud Wood is what Mitra is saying. Dear God, the newest Tom Ford Rose iteration is horrid. It was put on a card which has poisoned my diary. I was parked on top of the card by mistake. Yeah, I've smelled Rose Exposed. It's shite. Zondra, my favourite, says Antonio. Khaled says, I will try all of that. Thank you guys so much. I hope it works out for you, mate. Find something. You'll be okay. Dior Homme 2005 is worthy of a wedding day, says Sense for Thought. Yes, it is. Just looked at Sense for Thought at your profile. I've actually got your email address there. So if you want me to email you at that address, I will do. Why or YSL trying to contact you? That's frightening. What's your favourite hot weather scent? Escal in Indonesia at the minute. Escal in Indonesia. Mugler cologne. Very light stuff. Frenchy Lavande. I'm also looking to back up Frenchy Lavande because that's been discontinued as well, the wankers. It has to be something you both love, surely. It can't just be something random someone recommends. I agree. That would definitely, that's why I asked, what does your partner love? Hermes d'Orange is beautiful but short lasting. But if I was to recommend something random, I'd go with Chanel Portmanteau EDT. Why wedding? Are you sure? Best wedding frag for women to me is Chanel Gardenia. I would go with Eau de Soie because it's fucking incredible. Belle Arm is sold out, brother, says Jared. Oh no. Personally wouldn't wear something I'm not familiar with for my wedding. No, I wouldn't either, I must admit. That email is good, says Sent for thought. Okay. Fail YSL Body Chorus. Really good stuff, that actually. Jared said it isn't so, just bought bottle when he said it was getting low. If I want Mugler cologne, is it worth to hunt down a vintage? I say yes, but you may not agree. A Rolfer for the really hot weather. Do you like Joram cologne, Rich? Depends which one. Depends which one. Right? Because there's a few. There's a few. I've got the original, all right, and it's good, you know. But it just smells like a thinner version of 2005, essentially. Okay, I've dropped a bullet there. Oh, fuck. No. Hi. Yo. Sense for thought, I have just sent you an email. So you should get that. Please confirm. I have sent it to the email on your profile. A Rolf of Would you like your arm? If anyone missed it, someone experienced with the most recent batches of Mitsuko Extrada Parfum, is it worth finding? Or just a vintage? Durham Cologne is great in high heat. Mitsuko's always worth a question. Are we worth her? Says Dropout. It's got recent ones are just as good and the top notes are preserved, says Mitra. Mitra is a girlonophile, so she likes the girl-ons. Oh, it's fucking hot in here. Paroli says, Jonathan, get on the Discord. Mate, Jonathan's been gone for about 20 minutes. What are you chatting? Fragrance for a wedding. Al Awali, made for the Prince Sultan bin Hamad Al Thani. I haven't tried it, but I mean, you want to look into it. Is he the one who locked up his daughter in Qatar? She tried to escape and shit. Not sure. Wedding scent, Amouage Gold Man. Oh my god! Why am I yawning? He was flooding my DMs, says Mitra. So I just woke up. He'll be back to watch the end of the stream, says Paroli. Paroli's head's in the clouds. His head is gone. Friends, I must go and dehydrate. Nearly made it through the whole 2 hours, but I can no longer manage. I'll be back. Ooh. Please hold. fuck, it's hot in here. I need to turn the heat down first. That's making us feel fucking weird. Turn it down. Every now and then I get a little bit low. I'll be back. Oh dear. Hello. I'm very fucking tired. Can't wait to sleep. Sleep all through the night. Oh. Okay. How are we doing? What's the chat been up to while I've been away, you rascals? Eh? Where are we? I'm an old man. Paroli is high, says Mitra. Listen for the stream. Ooh, sounds like a pressure washer. There must be a whistle while pissing. Yes, says Paroli. Artisan. Creed vetiver smells like the most classy soap. Interesting. Michael John, hello. No man sits unless it's dark, but only if he cares about spray damage, says RN. Welcome, Stuart Mabe. How you doing? RN are plenty who are sit as you sit on a throne of lies, says Mitra. Strange human beings. Very strange human beings. You are. All of you. Stop that. Stop it with your strange human beingness. I close my eyes and hope for the best, says Paroli. Stop it. The best wedding scent is the one you chose for your wedding, says Karen. It's not a bad point. That is the wedding scent, but is it the best? What would I wear for mine? Well, I don't think you'll ever catch me getting married, actually, so not sure about that. Depends what time of year it was as well, you know. I'd maybe wear Pavarotti or something, but if it didn't go well, then you've ruined your favourite fragrance then. Oh. Could wear something like a Serge Lutton. Ooh, I might wear Vetiver Oriental tomorrow. Smelling cheeky. Very cheeky. Artisan says, Enigma Parfum Cologne smells like urinal cakes. Enigma Parfum is very nice. Brody's floor is more like piss, that floor, says Karen. Been a while, been on a selling and buying spree, says Stuart. What have you been buying, mate? Welcome to Man. How is the Man Cologne? Oh! I'm ready for it to be not as hot as fuck in here. How did that come about? How's Emery? How you doing? Is everything okay? I am good, family. Good stuff. I'm okay too. How are you liking the Gentian Blanche? Well, I think I'm going to wear it in the summer because it's nice and dry. It's crisp. It's fresh. I don't know. I might wear it before then. We'll see. Good night, Tim Wilcox. Oh, fuck. All is well, doing great with scents. Happy days. What have you been doing with your scents? Bought some Francesca Bianchi, some Bellarme, Christophe Camino, Christophe Chronotope Buen Camino, and Virginia Tobacco Bar. Interesting. I'm watching some of your videos of my interest, says Emery. Good stuff. I appreciate it. I hope you have got something out of it. I wore a Kitos today and I enjoyed it greatly. Tobacco Balm. Tobacco Barn. Sorry, Tobacco Barn. Tobacco Balm? What's that? Oh. Tobacco wood. I tried to smoke a cigar yesterday. It was so bad I don't know how to do it. You don't inhale it. You simply sup on it, let the smoke hang in your mouth and then blow it out. Wait for the aftertaste. Do it slowly. I may be okay with once a month shisha, says Mitra. I'm not a shisha fan. I'm not a tobacco fan, to be honest. I don't smoke anything. Like, I mean, mate bought us some fucking cigars for Christmas once. I was like, mate, in all the years I've known you, like, when have you known me to smoke, you fucking hooligan? Madness. Investigating some vintages. What would you say of my latest purchase? A Valentino Uomo EDT 2014. That's the one to get because it's the Puig version and it was taken over. Valentino, the license was taken over by somebody else and they butchered it. So if you were going to get one, that one's the one to get, mate. Diaghilev is good. Was pleased with how it ended up, says Franska. Can understand how it's Ramsey's ally. How it's Ramsey's alley, sorry. Oh my god, I want a cigarette, but aftertaste was so bad. I smoked the finest weed of all time, says DeMarco. Say, I understand smoking weed because it gets you high. Whereas if you smoke fucking tobacco, you just get cancer. You just get fucking ill. You know what I mean? At least you get fucking high when you smoke weed. I used to smoke dope. I just can't anymore. You know, just can't get away with it like so. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, excuse me. I'm sleepy. Tired even. Well, here it is, friends. I'll read these last comments and then I will be going. So it wouldn't be considered vintage though. You kind of not even mention it. Thanks, sir. No problem, mate. Johnny Blaze says, hey Rich, any plans on getting Sheldrick's release of Spoturno 1921? Well, Peter Kokorin got the sample set and he has very kindly offered to send me the samples when he's finished with them, like, so we may get to smell them on stream. Weed smells like goat poop to me, says Mitra. Don't smoke anything, but the smell of fresh baccy is amazing. I like the smell of empty cigarette packets. Foxhole Jim says, I can't smoke cigars. I used to smoke cigarettes and the natural inclination is to inhale. It's probably best to just stay away. Not sure I have been there close to a skunk. Weed smells like fun, says Karen. Take a rest, Dougie. We are at the end of the line, friends, says Kral. And he's not wrong, because I am battered, as is always the way. I didn't know if I was going to do a stream tonight, because I'm fucked. But here we are. I have missed you all, and I am glad I have done this stream, so I can converse and talk with you all. It has been good. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. Thank you for watching and keeping me company. And I will be back soon. See you later, friends.